Well, hey there, beautiful fairies. This is Jessie, your Fire Fae with Fire Fae Tarot. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell down below for me. All right, this is just going to be an end of the month check-in for September for 2019 Gemini. It's just my freestyle reading. I like to do that for the end of the month. So let's go ahead and get into it. The tempting offer has a high price, Gemini or cross watcher. Okay, so maybe that's the type of energy or offerings that you've been currently dealing with. Not quite sure. Cross watchers, thanks for tuning in. Something's going to resonate with you in the message. So we're trying to pull for love, but whatever comes out, what resonates is what resonates. Don't forget, hit that like, share, subscribe button. We're trying to get the channel back up. I did wind up deleting out the channel for my own reasons. And yeah, it did have something to do with the government. They were fucking with me too, so it's okay. But it's okay. We're all going to do what we do. So we love it. All right, see? Yep, from death comes rebirth. Aries had the same thing, Gemini or cross watcher, okay? So keep in mind that there is phoenix moments in life, okay? That sometimes things have to end for things to begin yet again, okay? So let's see here. Whoop, everything's just flowing around. We're just going to stop taking that deck because I just wanted one card. So we're going to stop with that one. We're going to go to Nyx, right, and see what's going on. Our PC Cast Colette Baron Reed deck. That is maybe somebody is needing to focus on loyalty, maybe to themselves, maybe to a certain situation, maybe to a certain individual they're feeling right now, okay? So maybe there is some internal and external loyalty that needs to be examined. Or maybe somebody needs to examine where their loyalty is truly at. Like, who is somebody really being loyal to? Are they being loyal to themselves? Are they being loyal to another person or their wants and needs? Because the moon cycles here are coming in and somebody's needing to be honest with themselves here in a situation about where their true loyalty does honestly lie, if that makes sense, okay? So you could be dealing here, the 13 is coming out for me, that's Scorpio, that's Kali Ma, okay? So somebody's going to have an ending whether they like it or not. So somebody's honest about certain situations and the cycles of how things flow. They're going to realize they need to start being more loyal to themselves, Gemini or cross watcher, okay? So let's see here, our Kipper deck, the Sierra Marchetti Kipper deck. What else we got here? What do we got? Somebody here is working hard on working a great fortune or making a great abundant fortune, or somebody is maybe getting a new job here, okay? Or maybe working on getting a new job. Yeah, see, somebody's working hard on something and maybe putting a lot of effort into building something new, building this great fortune that they've been working on. But there's going to be a gift that comes in of a child, and it may be a false person that's trying to give you a child. Okay, or somebody is trying to say a child is yours and it's not. Or maybe there's a child lying here, okay? Or somebody you grow up with in your childhood, I'm hearing, okay? Remember, this is a freestyle read. This is just how anything comes out, okay? There's no rhyme or reason here. So, yeah, there's a pathway here, all right, that's going to lead to something. I'm not quite sure what. Let's figure that out. Thank you, Mr. Marchetti, again, for all your abundance. Yeah, it's going to lead to some community, ending in a certain community, Gemini or cross watcher, okay? So what's going to happen here is it's going to end a cycle. Maybe you've been wanting to deal with somebody. Somebody was lying about something here, and it's going to turn you off, and the community is going to be totally turned off from you as well. Take it, or you're going to be turned off totally from the community of people that you were dealing with, okay? Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, all right? Yeah, there's a mature woman here that is ending this situation. They're like, nah, I'm done, all right? And maturity doesn't mean this person has to be old. It could just be in their thinking and their wise, you know, decision making and skills and things like that nature. Let's clarify. We are going to actually, no, we're going to wild unknown it. Whoops. Oh, maybe you're dealing with a Virgo. Oh, Gemini. I don't know, though. All right, Gemini, you let me know in the comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell comment. All right, let's get into this, though. Remember, I'm your Fire Fae. We're going to be uploading, too, possibly to the Fire Goddess Tarot. We're going to see how that works. We're going to try different little... I don't know if I want separate channels for separate things or not yet. We'll see. All right, Spirit. Let's do a good shuffle here. These cards are a little large. I might have to trim them down. If anybody likes to mod their deck, kind of like I do, I did a nice mod on the holographic Rider-Waite Tarot there and covered it with pretty paper. It's called Tarot with Scissors on Facebook. Great group. I love it. It's not destroying your deck. It's making it special just for you. I like mostly coloring in the edges as long as they're small enough. Wow, okay. Not right now. There's that Ace of Cups. We're going to turn you upside down. Upside right, I mean. Okay, okay. So, let's cut it. All right, Spirit, what do we need to know? What do we need to see? Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Zeus. Thank you, Jupiter. Thank you, Spirits, guides, angels, all of the above. Let's have some abundance and love. Reading light for a beautiful Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for this month, end of the month, September 2019. Amen. So what will be? So let's do this. What do we need to see here? What's the occupation, great fortune, and the toil and labor? All right. Somebody is being false about maybe having a child with somebody here, Gemini or Cross Watcher, or wanting to have a child with somebody, or wanting to move on with somebody with a child. I don't know. Let's see here. We'll get into it. Yeah, somebody here is deciding on whether or not they want to leave home or leave a situation to maybe go towards a new passionate beginning here and go towards their great fortune. They've been working hard on something, Gemini or Cross Watcher. I'm going to take it. So, what you could be dealing with here, yeah, oh, okay, cheesers, okay. Works for me. So what here is why we have the leaving and moving on, because this Ten of Pentacles situation, right, did not come to fruition because it was way more toxic than anticipated. Maybe with a Capricorn, maybe with an Earth energy here, because we have the Two of Pentacles coming into balance, okay? Somebody is deciding to work and move towards their Ten of Pentacles because they realized they had to leave this situation because it was really keeping them out of whack and out of balance, okay? There was maybe the gift of children out of this, though, even though this person was false. They didn't really want kids, maybe? I'm hearing? I don't know. Gemini or Cross Watcher. So, what's the gift of a child in the false person? What is this, Spirit? Somebody here is heartbroken because they didn't get that new passionate start, maybe with a fire sign, because somebody was, there was just a lot of fighting, a lot of tactics and strategies, a lot of winning at all costs. Okay, so somebody here was maybe dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo here, this Queen of Pentacles energy, and they were like, nah, fuck this, we're putting this burden down, this Gemini or this Cross Watcher. Somebody here is heartbroken, though, over a fire sign or maybe a creative, passionate start that was it was a lot of conflict. And this Pentacles, or somebody here was maybe lying about having a child with this Mother of Pentacles here. And they weren't ready to let this burden go. They were, maybe somebody was sitting here behind somebody's back and having, you know, parental visitation is what I'm hearing. So what's the pathway? The Sun of Cups in the reverse, okay? And then we have the Five of Wands in the reverse. So this energy just wasn't putting in the effort. They weren't putting in the love. They didn't want this with you, Gemini or Cross Watcher, because they were still, you know what I mean, saw this, Gemini, you or them, you saw this as a toxic ass situation. They didn't want it. So they just kind of came in and told you what you needed to hear to avoid the situation altogether, I'm hearing. So that's what opened their pathway to freedom from you, Gemini or Cross Watcher, your freedom from the Gemini. All right? There was somebody who came in as an older, wiser person in the situation and put an end to the bullshit, is what I'm hearing. What's the community, the coffin, and the mature woman? The community, the coffin, and the mature woman. What is this? Yeah, maybe you were dealing with a Leo or somebody you thought that was going to bring a happily ever after. We have the Sun here coming out in the reverse. If not, you're starting to see this for what it is, and you're going to have your happily ever after, and you're going to walk away from the community that this was all a part of, if that makes sense, because there was a lot of people here deceiving you, Gemini or Cross Watcher. They weren't alone in this. Maybe you, Gemini, okay? were, something come in rapidly about they didn't want this happily ever after. They didn't see this beginning with you. They didn't see a Ten of Pentacles with you, Gemini or Cross Watcher. However, this is working. Somebody came in with the wiser, more mature situation and was like, nah, I see this for what this is. This isn't the gift of this child may have not, this person may have not, this may not be their child, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. Yep, there's Scorpio in the reverse though. So yeah, the love offering wasn't given, or they didn't see the love offering because they had too many options. They didn't want to do it because somebody was getting over being left out in the cold, or working on being left out in the cold because they were still trying to transform themselves in a situation here, Gemini or Cross Watcher. Because somebody saw that they weren't giving out any love because they had way too much more options out there. They were having way too much more fun, and they straight up were like, nah, you left me out in the past before, Gemini or Cross Watcher, okay? And this Scorpio just was like, nah, I'm not having this. We good. Yeah, see the Page of Pentacles. Somebody's wondering why this love message isn't coming in, because somebody's still studying the situation. They see it for what it was, that it was toxic. Because somebody here was lying about being the happily ever after in this Ten of Pentacles situation here, Gemini or Cross Watcher. All right, what's the Son of Cups? And yeah, see, somebody was keeping themselves isolated and keeping to themselves because they were getting out of this situation mentally, emotionally, or they're still in the process, Gemini or Cross Watcher, figuring out how to get out of this entire situation. So they're just keeping to themselves as much as possible, is what I'm hearing. So, hold on. Like I said, we pull the freestyle reading as it comes out. Because like I said, somebody here had a lot of options. They got over being left out in the cold in the past. And so they're in the process of transforming, but they may be trying, Gemini, you may be trying to avoid this transformation at all costs. Okay? But there's going to be a mature person coming in, a mature energy that's like, nah, this shit's coming to an end. Sorry. Sorry. I'm hearing sorry, Charlie. It's all good. So, what is the Sun? Our Eight of Wands and our Two of Cups in the reverse. Somebody here was living in a fantasy. Somebody maybe had a hidden agenda here, Gemini or Cross Watcher. Could have been you, could have been them, could have been a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces here with that moon coming out with the water signs. Mostly Cancer or a Pisces, though. I don't really see Scorpio here except for that right there. All right, but if not, it was you, Gemini. Maybe you guys had the hidden intentions. Maybe you had a hidden agenda. You weren't really going to give your love offering to somebody. Yeah, because maybe here somebody got burnt out of this shit in the past. Maybe you, Gemini, or maybe them. Somebody got sick and tired of a situation. They got tired of walking down this path alone, being isolated, being lied to about this Ten of Pentacles, about this other energy here. I'm telling you, somebody had a kid and they were lying about it. And they were still sleeping with a baby mama or a baby daddy. Any chance they got. And that's how the baby mama and the baby daddy maintained control. They kept sleeping with them. So you didn't have a chance, Gemini or Cross Watcher. Yeah, see? Somebody here stood their ground and said, nah, I'm not dealing with the fact that you got all these other options, that you're out there doing what you want to go do. You left me in the cold before. I'm not tolerating this. It's either going to come in correct or not at all. See? Somebody's putting down the burden of this commitment here, Gemini or Cross Watcher. Gemini, they're putting you down. You're putting this down. Taurus, could be you. Watch the last reading. Gemini has popped up in there too. The Lovers. All right, so you definitely could be dealing with a long-term commitment or a marriage here, or somebody that you had a business with or some type of financial dealings with as well. All right, but I'm very curious. Who is this mature woman, Spirit? Who is the mature woman? This one's running a little long. The mature woman, yeah. Somebody here was being, okay, I get it. So this mature woman here was the one sitting here causing a lot of mental conflict. Maybe the older woman in this situation, maybe you, Gemini, or the mature woman you feel in this situation. or the other energy is the more mature one in this situation. But somebody here was all up in their head mentally about this, okay? About this new beginning with this Ace of Pentacles, maybe this new career, this new venture, this new business start, all right, or this new love offering in the 3D world. And somebody realized maybe, yeah, it wasn't coming. Because somebody was lying about being done with this Queen of Pentacles energy. This Queen of Pentacles energy came in, Gemini, and said, nuh-uh, you ain't touching what's mine. Sorry, Gemini or Crosswatcher. You thought you had this in the bag? Nah. This person is keeping themselves isolated because they know this offer with you, Gemini, is going to come at too high of a price because they seen it for what it was. Or Crosswatcher, they're not coming towards you because they know this is going to come at too high of a price. That's why that carnivorous flower is there, okay? Yeah, this Queen of Rods, all right? Then this Queen of Pentacles, okay? This energy right here, they're very similar, all right? But if not Gemini or Crosswatcher, these two energies came in with the Justice and they were like, nah, I'm not playing this game. This is somebody who is overspending, smothering, only worried about the money. And this energy here is about, nah, I know better than this. I'm spiritually, divinely guided. I'm more about passionate love, not about this money and this bullshit. And I'm not going to sit here and tolerate anything less. And see, that's what I'm saying. And it's like, I don't know. And I'm picking up, like, Gemini, you thought somebody was done with a certain situation here and they weren't. If that makes sense. It's like they were lying about the earth sign and the fire sign. Yeah, see? Somebody was being defensive. Whenever you talked to them about this, whenever you brought it up, they were like, I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, Gemini. Sorry, Gemini. I don't know. I'm not sleeping with my baby mom. I'm just going over there to go see the kid, even though the kid's at daycare. Straight up. Or, you know what I mean? Or somebody's trying to make somebody else jealous by moving on with somebody else and it's not working. Is what I'm hearing too. It's like, oh, you moved on, you got somebody new? That's my pathway to freedom. Now I can go after my 10 of Cups. My 10 of Pentacles, excuse me. What's the goddess has got to say? Yeah, undying love. The love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation, Gemini or Crosswatcher, and this is a past life. So whoever, Gemini or Crosswatcher, that you thought you were maybe going to be with, that they were saying that they didn't want anything with this person, that they maybe had a child with, or somebody may even lied about being pregnant, I'm hearing here, to keep this situation, I get a DNA test. It might not be yours, because there's a past love that, Gemini, you were trying to keep someone from, or somebody was trying to keep you from a past love in your life. And you need to be honest with yourself, or the other energy is being honest with themselves, and they're like, this I'm done with this burden. I'm not dealing with this no more. See, start delegating, Gemini or Crosswatcher. Ask others to help you instead of trying to do everything yourself, Gemini or Crosswatcher, because something's done here with that coffin energy. Something is over, all right? And actually, no, that's it. We're done. All right, my beautiful fairies, like, share, subscribe, hit that bell down below for me, Gemini, okay? And Crosswatchers, this is the end of the month freestyle. All right, I'm Jessie, your Fire Fae. Bye now.